everybody loved Chris in that crowd. I'm telling you, everybody was on their feet. Yes, we love you, Chris!
Yeah, they were wild.
It's music reaction time!
Woo! And we got Chris in the house today. And I'll tell you, he was live with us. We hung out with Chris Kläfford today.
Oh, you really did?
Well, you know, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but we did see him live at America's Got Talent.
That's right.
We drove all the way from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, a 5-hour trip, watched a 5-hour show, drove all the way back to Las Vegas, have not slept a wink. So we are just high on life right now and some caffeine and boba tea. But we did get to see Chris perform his latest song, his latest original song on the show. And I'll tell you, it's very different experiencing it.
It's surreal
Live.
seeing him live. Oh my God. Have you ever been to a concert where you're just a fan and you're a follower and now you're seeing that person in front of you?
You know, we have a lot of Chris Kläfford fans, and they've been saying, yeah, you got to see Chris live. It's a different experience. And I get it now. I totally get it. So we actually haven't seen the TV version of this. And from what I understand, there are a lot of things that are very different. We don't get to see the judge's emotional reaction. We don't get to see all the cool close-up shots. We'll compare it side by side. So make sure you actually watch all the way to the end this time.
That's
because
right.
We're going to share with you some cool behind-the-scenes shots inside the Dolby Theater. And we're going to follow up with another vlog that goes in a lot more detail about like what it's like to be at a show like this.
Uh-huh.
It's probably one of the best times I've ever had.
That's right. Super. It's different experience because we did experience watching AGT audition, but this one is just so different because we love Chris. We love...
It's like the best of the best. Everyone was great.
Everybody.
It was like
great.
a live concert of the best of the best.
That's
and it was
exactly
just
what it
one
was.
after another of just sheer... Whoa.
Non-stop cheering, non-stop screaming.
Yeah, my throat is real scratchy right now. We're in trouble.
Yes. We were exhausted at the end of the show, but it was such a privileged experience to be able to do that.
So yeah, we're here to react to him performing his original song, If Not With You, For You, which was actually one of the top choices that a lot of Chris Kläfford fans were hoping he would sing. We actually thought that he might go for Treading Water, which was the song that we reacted to a couple days ago. It was the same song that he sang on Swedish Idol, the final round. So we knew it was a really killer song. He absolutely nailed it. But this is another great song that a lot of people recommended. And we haven't actually heard of this before. So this was the first time we got to hear it live.
Even better.
Realized like, wait a minute. Oh, this was the song that people were recommending. And it was all, I'm not going to give away because, like I said, we're going to try to react to this again and appreciate it from a whole different perspective.
That's right. I'm excited to watch this and compare it to the live.
All right, let's do this, Lulu.
Let's do it.
And away we go. Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, it's a haunting imagery there.
While I'm breathing, you're never gone. Feels like living with half of my heart, but I'm trying to keep my head up.
Guys, his voice,
So good.
his vocal in live, it's insane. Insanely amazing.
I still sleep on my side of my bed. Though you're gone, you're not leaving me yet. Keep you here for as long as I can. And I'm dying to see you again. I know you don't want me to be someone
Ooh, like that.
I'll tell you the one thing they do amazingly well is on TV, it looks like it's just him. They do a great job of isolating him. You don't see the band, you don't see all the lights, which you see in the live performance because they set everything up in front of you. So you know it's going to go big at some point.
But I can't wait to be with you, darling, someday.
Boom! Ooh!
Oh, that's something that we didn't see.
I have not, yeah. They didn't have that cool visual effect at the top of him, that almost like echo effect of the way he's playing. when he starts to go up there and it gets
belting.
His belting is unsurpassed.
Stuck in the past, frozen in time. Everyone says I'll be fine. One of these
A little bit of
Falsetto.
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 I can't wait to be with you now and someday I'll meet you.
Baby, you can see you recording.
No. Did you really? Oh, I love the build up. It works so well with the band. Whoa! Oh, the crowd went crazy when he did that. You could barely hear the crowd reacting, but live,
Yes, did you hear me?
thunder.
Did you hear me?
How could I not hear you? You were yelling the whole night.
Right here, everybody was clapping. Loved Chris and that crowd. I'm telling you, everybody was on their feet clapping after he performed. Yes, we love you, Chris!
Yeah, they were wild.
So, Chris, here, listen, I love you, and I think you've got an amazing voice. You're a great musician. I don't know that I love your strategy. That song didn't connect to me, but that's okay. Let me just say something. If you go online and you look at what we did digitally, your first song was the John Lennon song. That went through the roof. Your other songs aren't going through the roof.
I tell you what, the crowd reaction to this spoke volumes.
Yes.
They could tell, you could tell like Howie did not get it. Howie absolutely did not get it.
Julian was like,
People are going to vote. They can only vote for 5 people. I don't think you're going to get the votes for that song.
Oh.
boo. Everybody was booing.
I absolutely disagree. I think you have something super special. Your writing is authentic and true. And one thing that I always gauge is if I can close my eyes and it moves me and I want to dance and I love the 3/4 time, it like swung. It was amazing. I loved it. I loved it.
I think, you can hear me scream. Did you hear me scream?
Babe, I
said,
can hear you
that's
screaming
right.
all night.
That's
long.
right, Julian. Babe,
Gabrielle.
Chris, you know, I'm like Julianne. Every time you open your mouth, I get goosebumps. I love all of your originals. Like, I'm the one who's like, yes, more originals, please. So I disagree.
You think you can win? You think you can get voted with that song?
I think America might agree with me, and they will turn out and vote for him. Yes, I absolutely do. He has the talent to go all the way.
I tell you what, what's becoming evident is like this is a fight of personal taste.
Yes.
Howie doesn't like this kind of music, doesn't listen to it, and Julianne drives me nuts. Like Howie is just like
that's right, Queen
she
Latifah.
freaking nailed it. I tell you, she was a damn good judge. She really added a lot of flavor to the way I think judging should be done.
Exactly.
Give it
I was
proper props.
agreeing with her the whole time.
Simon, any final words?
Chris, have you sang that song before?
Yes.
That was in the middle rounds.
This song?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay, that's because I was asking the guys halfway through, have we heard this song before? Because the song actually that really, and it was the middle rounds. I was trying to remind myself. The song you sang in the middle rounds to me was your killer song, and I think you should have sung that tonight.
Okay.
All right.
I don't get what he's getting at here. What he's saying is, this song sounds like the last song you sang. You should have sang that again. I'm like,
Why would you sing again?
Yeah, why would you sing it again? And if it sounded like last time and it was so good, why? It's like you're adding confusion here when it's not necessary. And the problem is that these judges' commentary carry a lot of weight. To the point where when we saw the judges come in and when they were leaving, people would shout out like who their favorite judges are. Like you did when Julianne was like, and I'm like, Julianne! Like, calm down. And she turned around and was like, hello, I hear you, little crazy security. Simon's got fans and Howie's got fans. And
Yes.
people are going to react to like what they say versus did I personally like it? It's going to sway people. And that's hugely problematic right now for this stage of the competition. Like someone like Chris performs so well and it's a great original song and they still say like, I don't get it.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Like you said, it is true. It's more like a personal taste. We love it. As a fan, we already love it because just mainly Chris vocal. They play the music hella loud.
Oh, it's like 5,000 decibels.
Loud.
Not to the point where it feels like you're gonna blow your eardrums up, but just right below that. And what's amazing is, despite how loud it was, it's not like you go into a club where the speakers start to distort the sound and it just sounds muffled, like bass distortion. It was just crystal clear.
Yes.
And so you got to hear Chris at this volume that felt like he was everywhere around you. It was really surreal. When he hit that high belty note, people were literally clapping because they were just like, oh my God, did he just do that?
The vocal was just so pure, beautiful, amazing vocal, Chris. I was impressed. It was surreal experience, I'm telling you.
They did a great job with stage presentation at the time. I really liked the way they had the intimate moment, follow a lot of the strategy I laid out in my last video with Chris when I did an analysis of how do you win a competition like America's Got Talent, right? Which is start off very intimate. So they had the lights just focused on him. He's saying by himself with the guitar.
Right.
You got to hear that purity of his voice. And then when he starts to ramp up the second half, boom, he transitioned from giving you goosebumps, right? From pulling at the emotional heartstrings to getting your adrenaline pumping, and the band kicked in, the lights. You start to realize like how big that stage is.
Yes.
And he filled it up amazingly well. And I'll tell you, that stage is huge. I tell you, in between each of the sets, they literally have to take down and set up the whole new set, which is completely different. And it's like 20 minutes to do. And it takes a lot of time. And they will have about 100 people out there cleaning that stage at the same time. And so that's the challenge, is how do you get yourself to come across like bigger than life with your music and stage presence? I thought he did like phenomenal.
He did great. The stage presence, the moment he was there. Oh, that was so.
I have to tell you, after my analysis, I'm quite impressed that Chris actually checked off a lot of the things on the list
That we mentioned.
Yeah, that we mentioned. But the one thing he decided to take a risk on, and I did see him post on social media, he says, you know what, at the end of the day, I had to follow my gut, which is I'm going to sing an original song, one of his own songs.
Yes.
And you know what? I admire him for that at the end of the day. He really went for it.
Follow your heart.
You got to follow your heart. And you know what? He's never going to fail at this. It's not like his career's over. It's evident he's going to become a global sensation. And you know what? He's got a lot of fans in the US here, but he definitely also has fans in Australia, all throughout Europe, South Africa, parts of Asia. In my analysis, it became evident like he is already on his way to becoming that global sensation. Original song or no, you know what? It's a competition. And, I have to say, if you really want to win, you got to ultimately pick a song that everyone knows in that region. In America, there are certain songs, like that just help you get through to the finals and win it. But it doesn't matter for Chris.
And
I admire that. I admire him following his gut.